For many people, skiing on spring transformed snow is as enjoyable as skiing powder. For one thing, it's easier and less tiring, and one can ski on very steep off-piste slopes with good control. But being on the right slope at the right time is critical. Spring snow is the name given to snow that goes through a transformation caused by the heat from the sun's rays in the springtime and then cold nights that freeze the snow. It usually takes 2 or 3 days of melting and freezing for the snow to transform into spring snow. The ideal time to ski this snow is when the frozen surface has just melted and softens up, while the base underneath remains solid. At that point, it's like skiing on velvet. There's usually a window of just a couple of hours when the base remains hard enough to support you before it too melts and you start to sink in or break through. If you venture onto these slopes too early, they will be very hard and icy, and a fall on a steep slope can be extremely dangerous, as it's hard to stop yourself on the icy surface. Ski them too late and you'll sink into the base and find it very difficult, if not impossible, to make turns. You also risk setting off an avalanche as the snow no longer bonds together. The key is to follow the sun. Because the east-facing slopes catch the first rays, those are the slopes that transform first, followed by the more southerly ones. When those slopes get too soft, the west-facing slopes generally become skiable. The last slopes to transform are the northern ones. Altitude also affects timing, with the lower slopes transforming slightly earlier than the higher ones. Obviously, in the southern hemisphere, the reverse is true for north-south.